Hello, and welcome to another edition of 10-Minute School Tours. I'm Whitney Retzer from the Microschools Network, and I'm very excited to be introducing Miss Tonya Kipe of Kipe Academy. And she's the founder and also the director of this academy that's based in Winter Haven, Florida. So, Tonya, I'll turn it over to you. Turn it over to you. I'd love to hear some more information about your school.
Well, thanks for having us today. So we are located in Winter Haven, Florida. So we're just around the corner from Legoland and not too far out from Disney and Busch Gardens area. We serve
Oh my
students who are,
goodness, that's a really great location for those kids, huh?
yeah, we get to take field trips, so it's pretty fun.
hmm
We do get to serve students who are in kindergarten to fifth grade in our microschool program. And exciting news, we are expanding our microschool program next year to include middle school. So some of our kiddos
Fantastic.
Yeah, so some of our kiddos get to level up to the next group. And so we're working on getting all of the components ready and resources gathered so we can get all of that situated for next year. And then we also, besides our microscope program, we also offer one-to-one tutoring for kindergarten to 12th grade. We
Bravo.
also support homeschooling families with portfolio evaluations and assessments. And we also host once a month weekend workshops that are science themed. And so those are really fun.
Oh, that's so fun. And those weekend workshops are open to everyone too.
Yeah, the weekend workshops are open to any student regardless of school choice.
Okay. And tell
So,
me, with the micro school that you're opening next year, the students obviously will be graduating or going up. Will you also be taking other students from outside up to grade 8 kind of, or are you just kind of organically growing?
yeah, so what we did this year was we quietly pulled some of our middle school tutoring students into our microschool program. So that way they could kind of get to know the other students and they kind of get the experience of the Kipe culture for the microschool program. So when they group over to the middle school class, they'll kind of be ready to go and they'll already have that sense of family together. And then we will use our waiting list to fill in the empty spots.
Oh, that's great news. That's great news. So you guys have a nice healthy program then with a waiting list too.
Yeah. But just for people out there listening, we started with one student at the park, the library, and the ball field, and it slowly just evolved to three students, then five students, and then just kept growing from there until we were able to find a space and find people who are willing to meet us in this location. So uh, don't be scared to start small.
Well, that's really inspirational to hear. I know there's a lot of founders out there who are like just getting started or aspirational founders who want to, but it's a lot. It's overwhelming to think about. So that's
Mhm.
great. And if you wouldn't mind, how long ago did you guys start and what was the impetus? What were you thinking about when you wanted to open up? Was it a tutoring center first and then it kind of naturally grew or?
So we started planning in 2022, and we wanted to be a private school, but we did not realize all of the legal regulations and things like
Requirements,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, for not just the private school itself, but like mostly the building and health and safety regulations that were such a hurdle. So in Florida, they started providing homeschooling families with funds for homeschooling. And so they're able to use that scholarship money. So we just pivoted how we structure the program. And
Yes.
so that way we would be able to, we're currently renting space in a church. And so we fall under the laws for renting space in church. So we just kind of pivoted our program and all of our students are pretty much considered homeschoolers. And that's okay. Once you get past like the whole logistic name change, you're
hmm
still teaching, you're still getting to do what you set out to do. It's just the name change.
Yeah, we had this challenge in Vermont where we also wanted a private school with our micro school, and then it became so restrictive in terms of what school meant. And so eventually we were like, oh, we really should have had an educational academy license or like anyway, there was another license that we should have done. It would have made our lives a lot easier. So I think that's a challenge a lot of founders have to
Mhm.
figure out what works for them, yeah, what kind of jurisdiction that they're looking at or if they need to be in different areas. So that's really great to hear. And tell me, you said that the kids they get to do lots of field trips. So
Mhm.
that's a pretty vibrant part of the community? They're working a lot within the community and I mean K to 5, I'm sure there's so much to experience in that area.
Yeah, so the really cool thing is we let the kids pick the theme of the hot topics. So we give them a little like survey and say, okay, what would you like to learn about? And then we compile the list and see what things are similar or what things we could group together. Then we take like our adult background knowledge and kind of build out our lesson plans that way. And we run those hot topics about 6 weeks at a time. And then we
Hmm.
also try to find field trips that match. So one that was really fun was we did a unit on basketball, and so we learned like the science, the history, all, we incorporated all the subject areas within that topic. But then we partnered with the Polk County Royal basketball team, and they came to the school and they were able to teach the kids some like skills for shooting and dribbling and teamwork. And then what was even more epic, we didn't even know this was going to happen, but they invited us for free to their first game. So it turned out to be like a double field
Oh,
trip. So that was fun. So we also try to find people in the community, just like we're going to do at the end of the year a video game unit. And so they're going to get to learn about the history of video games and learn about some of the popular games. And we found a local video truck guy that comes to your school, park the truck, and the kids can play video games. And
oh,
so,
that's so fun.
yeah. So even just like little things like that that would be memorable, but also like um, be in alignment with our unit. We like doing those kinds of things as well as like getting off campus. We were able to go to the Polk County Sheriff's Department and learn about their forensic lab, and also I got to talk with some of the police officers and things like that while we were learning about forensic science.
Oh my goodness, what an incredible opportunity for kids at such a young age. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I know we really did that as well. We structured our units thematically. We didn't give the kids a choice, but that's amazing that you're seeing that the kids get to choose the units that you're doing
Mhm.
it, and we would do it the same way. So holistically, all the subjects, you can teach all the subjects
Yeah.
about any sort of theme. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what age you are, you can learn about that topic. When we do our small groups for reading and math, that's where we hone in on their specific skill level, regardless of grade level.
Hmm. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, would you mind showing us a little bit of the space? Can we see
Yeah,
what the
absolutely.
I know it's early in the morning, so you probably don't have learners coming in for another hour or two, right?
Nope, our kids are already downstairs.
Oh,
We start
wow.
we start off in the gym. So um, give me just one moment to turn the background off, like the blur.
Yeah. Oh, the
There we
blur,
go.
of course. Oh, now it's crystal
Yeah.
clear.
All right. Awesome. All right. So this is my room. So when the students come in, they get right onto their goals, and then I'm starting to pull students to work at my table. So we try to keep everything nice and organized. And then we have some flexible seating options. We have bouncy bands on our chairs. We have this carpet area if they want to sit here. We also have this shelf that we like to put like thematic things on. So we're learning about dragons currently, and dragons around the world. So we've got like atlas books. There's little dragons, puzzles, the continents with the flags. We've got plenty of books for the kids to read. And then we always have like monthly themed books and hot topic books. So since we're learning about dragons, everything here is dragon related.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. That's exactly the science of learning, right? Agency,
Yeah.
choice, nailing it.
So this is our light bulb lab. And here we have all things for STEM. So I've got all these STEM toys, all the Legos. We've got little builds. And then what's really helpful is everyone has a little name tag so we can distinguish whose uh,
Well,
build
cubbies
is
is
whose.
who's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we just recently acquired these cubbies, uh, $10 a section. So we have not utilized them fully yet, but it's exciting. And so
Well,
this is
it's
fun
always
too.
useful to have more storage space.
Yeah. This as we're also doing our units, the kids also do artwork that's related. So they've got their dragons here. We've got symmetry and shields. And then we were just learning about painting on felt and texture. So it's just fun. We try to also incorporate like um so when they come for recess, there's like little dragon type toys that they could play with in here as well, since we're learning about dragons. So we try to add a little bit of the theme everywhere. And then one family went really extra and they made this at home.
Oh, that's very impressive.
Yeah, because as we were learning about dragons, we were also talking about Vikings and the different cultures.
Of course, that celebrate dragons or had the mythology within the context.
Yeah.
So
So this is
so
our second classroom.
So with these classrooms,
Go ahead.
are you splitting them up based on the age? Are you splitting them up based on the subject, or what does that look like? I know, is it like the early K to 7 or something like this? Like 5 to 7 year olds and then 6 to 8, or how?
So my original group of kids did not want to leave me. So my original group of kids was kindergarten to fourth grade. We expanded. They're like, do not give us to anybody else. We don't want to leave this classroom. So I kept my
Oh,
kids and added just a few more students. And then the new class is composed of a different mix of grade levels.
okay.
And then um, we don't put this up like public schools so that we could like show everything that we're doing. But it's more for the students to see their growth so they can come over here and look at like their old work when they say, "Oh, this is too hard." And we could say, "Hey, look, this is where you started when you came to Kipe Academy and this is where you are now." So we just add one sheet, like their final essay, for every unit, just so they can see their growth. But we don't use it as I got you like public school or like where you have to um, make it all match the standards or things like that.
Oh,
But
that's
this is the other
great.
classroom and similar.
I always say to my kids as well, you don't have it yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. So
Yeah.
a reminder of that, a physical reminder, that's really impactful.
Yeah, and then we have like we do provide the students with all these extra resources and they can get them anytime. And so we have like one of these binders. So whatever unit we're working on, it's basically like all the anchor charts right there. So if we're busy with students, they can still have some support and they can access these anytime.
Oh, that's great.
And you see, we try to brand everything as well. So it's not the same exact in all the rooms, but we do try to keep it kind of consistent. All right, and this is our focus lab where our one-to-one tutor is. And this is her space. So one thing that we try to do is keep it similar so that way if anyone needs to go sub in a room or we need to help somebody out, we know exactly where the things are. We can go grab it because this happens sometimes where,
Yes.
we're a small school, so there's not always someone to just take the space. So we could easily just come in here and sub for somebody because like the one-to-one kids, um, all their folders are here. And so like let's just say our teacher couldn't come on Tuesday. I could quickly grab her folder and look inside for the notes and see where her student is for that day. And I could just keep teaching the lesson forward so that student doesn't have to miss.
Oh, that's great. That's so useful.
And we plan to clean this up a little more for there's all of our stuff. And then
Oh,
what we do here is we have all of our units ready for the whole year since we've asked the kids ahead of time what they wanted to learn about.
oh, that's great. Backwards lesson planning, absolutely.
And then a little down the hall.
And so can I ask, how many students approximately are you serving now, and what do you anticipate when you grow to a bigger middle school space?
So we currently are serving 38 students, and then we will add 11 more next year for
Mm-hmm.
sure with the middle school class. And then the number always fluctuates a little bit because the one-to-one tutoring kids, they come and go. And
Mm-hmm.
so it just depends, like if they're getting the skills, they're ready to go out, then, they dip out. And sometimes families, it becomes financial burden or they're starting sports or, different things that happen and they need to exit the program for a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we found with our micro school we were serving a lot of public school families. And so they came for sometimes for a while, maybe the child needed additional confidence, they needed additional
Yeah,
leveling up so that they're ready, a variety of different reasons. And then they would exit. They felt ready to go back to a bigger program. So we were always like, you have to serve your needs when it's needed.
absolutely. And this is our other recess room. So this is more of like the lipo lab has more like of the building type things, and
Mm-hmm.
this is more for the dramatic kind of play. So what was really cool, some of the families actually donated some of these things, and so they've donated some of these, and the resources, and it's just been fun because the kids take ownership of it because they built it, you know. And we try to change this background out and some of these type of activities whenever we're changing our theme. So
Oh,
since we're doing
fun.
dragons, like right now, this has dragons and then there's the unicorns, but the kids put them down there. And then we also have this Dragon Love Tacos book. So we also made a dragon taco stand. So the kids get to play tacos. And then we also try to incorporate at least one sensory type thing for the kids to do.
Well, these kids are lucky. That looks like such a fun space. I know my kids could would spend hours in there.
And then this is our staff hub. And so it's kind of like a mix of a little clinic area and then the area where the kids heat up their food. We have like a calming area and then our staff area so people can sign in or get PD books if they need them. And then our lovely labor law posters and we have some lockers. So that's about it for our school.
Oh, it looks like such a great space for all your learners. Um, so now before we go, I'd like to hear a little bit about, what are some stories from parents or kids that have been there? What are the things that they love about it, or how has your school helped them, or what kind of what kind of testimonials do you have? I think that's always interesting to hear.
So within our first year, parents were really excited that their kids actually wanted to come to school. And so before they were like fighting with them in the morning to get up and get ready, trying to get them out of the car. And now they're sad when it's Friday. They're like, what? We have to be out of school? And so we've heard a couple of those kind of testimonials. We've also heard from families like, my kid was having a meltdown every day in class, and now they come here and they're actually like getting to grow, and you're giving the material at their level instead of making it at the public school grade level, which they're not at, making it more stressful for my child. So we're hearing those kind of comments. And then the new families, like when we have family nights and we do field trips, the new families are like, this is so different from public school. Like we're actually getting to learn about the other kids and meet the other parents and actually just like spend time together to build community. And that's different.
Very,
And then they
very
also
different.
like going on the field trips. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know that's the brilliant thing about micro schools, right? It's like the
Yeah.
flexibility to be able to adapt and have, it's like, oh my goodness, there's this really cool exhibition we didn't know and how it relates to it. And so let's
Mhm.
pivot. We'll be able to make plans and go. So, oh, that's great to hear. And what would be the best place if people were interested in the school? Should they visit the website? Should they give you a call? Do you guys do regular tours, or what would you suggest?
So if they want to see what's happening day to day at the school, you're going to go on our Facebook page so you can see what the kids are doing daily, and see like what community events we're participating in or community events that are available to, anyone in the area. But if you're wanting to learn like more of the business aspect, like our philosophies and how the program works, you're going to want to go to the website.
Okay. And so the people that want to join, maybe they want to try the monthly weekend activities that you guys,
Mhm.
those are all available on Facebook that you're putting that
Yes.
information?
Yes.
Oh,
They're on Facebook and then you can sign up on our website.
okay. Wow. Well, this has been such a great tour, Tonya. Thank you so much for
You're
showing us your
welcome.
space.
And thanks so much for having us.
All right. Well, take care, and we're looking forward to seeing more growth and changes.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.